So I recently saw that Gambonanza actually did its full release, and actually the way I noticed it was I was scrolling on the mobile store, and I saw it there. I'm like, huh, that's weird for them to do in an alpha. Went and checked Steam. Oh, this game released 3 days ago. So figured since this was kind of the game that most of my viewership came from, might as well give it a shot for the full release. So don't really have too much of a plan, just kind of gonna get into it, see how the full release is. I doubt, are you McFucking me? Okay, was not expecting to have, I'm not doing pawns only again, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I don't want the tutorial. I know how to play the game. Alright, I decided to just go beat the tutorial real quick and then come back out here and restart so I could do an actual normal run. Didn't want to go through the tutorial land and all that stuff and the pre-seeded run. Figured I'd just give it an actual try of what the game's gonna be like for other people. Well, I guess everyone's gonna have to go through the tutorial, but got a pretty easy start here, but the start's always pretty easy, so let's just see what gambits we get and see what build we're looking at. Skips enemy turn after promotion. Well, that's a really, really good pawn build. If the first piece you play is a pawn, earn another pawn. Both of those are actually really good pawn. Luckily, I can't afford... Oh, I can lock it. Fuck it, we're doing a pawn run. Might as well. Probably gonna end up skipping through most of these beginning matches, as there's nothing too difficult about them. Waiting promotes one of your pawns. Oh, that's actually really, really good, because that paired with this one just means I get free promotions. Well, I can't believe I'm doing another pawn run. I just can't believe I'm doing another pawn run. Alright, so we're getting to the first boss here. Not much has really happened since last we checked in. I did get one more relic and got one more pawn, so the relic I got is just at the start of the match. If everything's on a white square, you get to get 7 more gold. I think I'm actually gonna go with this sort of layout here, because I'm gonna try to move a pawn. Well, I guess we'll just depend on the mask. So the mask is white. I can move a pawn. It'll turn red. I can wait. It'll turn white. I'll wait. It'll turn red. I can recapture the rook and keep going from there with 2 queens. That seems like a reasonable decision to me. Okay, so the rook did not do what I thought it was going to do. I still think I'm going to take the opportunity to get myself some extra queens. Just unlocked a new gambit. Waiting while having a threatening piece grants its sell price. That's interesting. Think I'm gonna rock the wait again. Get that last queen. And I really... So the mask is gonna go to white next. So if he captures there, I won't be able to capture back. But I still have one more wait, so I could drag the pawn out. Never mind, I'm at my max pieces. I could save the horse. Not really. All these pieces are threatened. Let me move it there, because the mask is going to turn to white. So now I can actually... Hey, it's me again. Cool, I don't want the tutorial. Thank you. I'll be able to capture there. Not able to capture on any of these. But I could put myself there. So then I could capture that next. Not able to capture you still. Just gonna hit a wait. And I got myself forked. Well, gentlemen, we are back to the just idiot gambit. And the worst part is, I got myself forked in a way that he's gonna land on a red square, so I can't even move myself so I could capture him back. So, goodbye one of my pieces. Let's see, what can I do here? He can only move to where I'm at, this one. But the mask is going to be white. Wait, I can't capture. Because the horse switches pieces every single time, so no matter what, I'm not going to be able to capture. Because look at this. He's on the red square. Got the red mask. Gonna move here. Moves to a white square. I'm not going to be able to capture. Okay, well, it means I need to get another piece on the board that I'm willing to lose. Let's see. Chances are he is going... So we could only move here, here. He could technically move here and just die. He could also move here. I could put my horse here, and that covers 2 of the spots. So now I could lose the horse there. And apparently, as long as I capture it last, I'm good. Well, good to note for later, I suppose. Probably just going to go back to the grind through these normal levels unless something else interesting happens. Promoting has a 1/4 chance to grant a pawn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good pawn generation, especially because I'm going with the promotion build. Because now what I can do is I can... So I need to kill this one first. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to move... Why is that one in danger? Oh, because the rook's there. I'm going to move that one there. Hope he doesn't take that. I'm an idiot. Whatever, I earned a pawn back because of this gambit. And I earned money from... None of the gambits. I don't have the squirrel anymore. There was no reason for me to move that one. But what I could do now is I can wait, get the promotion, which didn't get lucky. Could do it again though. Maybe I'll get lucky. Still no luck. I kind of have to capture this one. I would love to capture that one, but of course I lost the one square where I had something. I also risked it again. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm just playing risky for no reason. But hey, what's new? This covers the most of the squares that he can go to. There we go. So, when I said that was an example of what I want to do, I lied. That's an example of pretty much everything that I don't want to do. So now let's say that this is an example of what I want to do. Not going to move first because, believe it or not, I don't have the squirrel, so there's no reason for me to try it. Go ahead and wait a couple more times. Get all my queens out there. Gonna move that one in the back there. Yeah, that's good enough. That's protected. Is this protected? No. And I got forked. Why do I always talk? Why do I always talk and say that I have the... Losing one pawn is not that bad. Losing one pawn's not that bad. That's how I'm going to rationalize it. That was a much better example. Still not great, but better. So this is the one where on wait I create a random copy. So I can't really use my wait strat. What I might try to do is just try to rush one of my pawns up here to try to get a promotion anyways. He just trapped himself. So I could just take him now. He's gonna stay there one way or another. So I think I'm gonna go for the promotion. I guess I'll take back. But with him gone, I'm gonna do my weights now. I probably don't need to use all my weights. I could probably just use this one and then just go clean up the rest. So not bad. Only lost one piece, but I gained a piece. So went neutral on the day. All right, boss fight time. Is this new? I don't recognize this intro. Oh, this is definitely new. Jawby Fisher. All right, what's your thing? When this boss captures a piece, it destroys a random piece in your stock. That's not a big deal. Yeah, I honestly do not care. Because, I mean, I might get a couple pawns in my stock, but, like, losing a pawn or two is not that big of a deal to me. But I'm going to use the weight strat there. kind of wanted this one to turn into a queen, but I'm gonna use this queen there. That's a free capture. Over there is not a free capture. Is there any free captures here? I don't think so. I can move to there. That's free, right? Yeah, he's just giving that away. Same with that one. What I really want from him is to move one of his... fuck. Yeah, there's no way I could protect that one. I want him to move one of his rooks out of line. Because at the moment, I can't do anything to them. And just like that, I can suddenly move. Why didn't I just capture with that queen? Whatever. Only lost one, well, I guess technically two, because he took one away from my stock, but not a bad deal at all. Ooh, we have the waiting guy, but all it does if I wait is make a king. So I really have to think, how much do I care about him having an extra king? Start moving that up the board for another promotion. I'm so stupid. I'm brain dead. It's crazy. Can do that into... I was gonna say capture there, but the knight's right there. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. I would never do that. That doesn't sound like me. I'm so stupid. I'm so actually brain dead. It's crazy. All right, let's clean this one up. And I almost just moved it there. Almost just moved it there. I'm not gonna lie. But I left it. 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 I just definitely did. I just 100% left it to die. I'm losing so many pieces to fucking knights and kings. I lost like 4 pieces there. God, I'm an idiot. Alright, at the next boss fight. Oh hey, it's the clock guy who just wants me to wait 3 turns. I'm fine with that. This matters 0 to me. This is just a normal fight. Alright. Let's get the army out here. So I'll have this piece that hopefully will get queened. And I could just go capture that rook. If not, hopefully the rook captures, I could recap. Where else do I want to put pieces? Are there any other free pieces? No. So no, really the rooks are the only free pieces. So I could take a double gamble on the rooks, and the rest of my pieces are just going to go on the back row there. And just got to hope at least one of those side ones. Yep, one of them do. So now I'm just going to use all my weights. And that allows me to go capture that queen. I really thought that guy would come there. I'll recap that. I can move that there, and then it's technically still my turn. I can't cap that. Can't cap his queen. I can just move down one. Nothing I can really do about that. I could try? No. I'm just gonna get the free horse while I'm here. I technically have 2 moves. Do I want to... I could do cap, get 2 pieces, or I could cap the horse and then cap the rook. I like that idea. So cap the horse, cap the rook. I guess cap the free bishop. Now I need to start finding a way to get all of his other pieces. Move this there. He's probably going to capture that pawn, recap that. I think I'm just gonna take the L there. Tap on that. Gonna lose a lot of pieces, but at least I'm gonna get through the boss fight. Oh, shit. So, if I wait and he gets a queen, I need to kill that queen right off the bat. Okay, fuck. I have to... So, my plan is... I have 3 pawns out here. I wait until this pawn turns into a queen. If it's the first time, it's the first time. If it's not, it's not. And then I go cap. He's gonna get another queen somewhere, guaranteed. But he'll probably... I don't know. I'm gonna have these other 2 pieces on red pieces, just in case they get capped. So, okay. So we're off to a decent start. So what I'm gonna do is cap that. So I have 2 turns now. What I'm going to do is for my first turn, I'm going to capture this queen. And then I'm going to wait to promote this guy. And then I'm going to capture that queen. And now I'm just going to clean up. Congrats. Oh, I didn't realize it was boss time. I forget what this boss does. Suppose we'll see. Holy shit, that's a lot of pieces. You can't use your stock during the game. Okay, that's kind of rough. Gonna do... I guess I'm putting all my stock out there now. No reason not to. And then I'm just gonna wait and promote, and I will come up with the game plan once I know where my queens are. Okay. Those are kind of rough spots, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go capture that queen. No. Yes. Then he'll go capture that. I can then move this queen to the block space. But then what's my plan there? What's my plan there? I don't know. I can move this queen. I have to get it off this diagonal. I can move it here so that I'm attacking the knight, I guess. And maybe I could get in here and attack the rook and stuff. The bishop's probably going to capture this, and then I could recap the bishop. That sounds like a good enough plan. Okay, I need to get back to be able to stop that promotion. Oh, he's going to promote, and then he's going to recap with the rook. I'm going to be left with 1 queen and 1 pawn. I kind of have to do that. Okay. I could go stop... Well, what's my plan here? I can't capture that piece because it's in line with the queen. So I'm going to stop that promotion. Okay, so the queen went over there, so now I could come grab this one. That's also a free piece, right? Yeah. That looks like it's also a free piece. That looks free. That looks free. That looks free. That looks free. I need to get that rook out of there. Okay. So I can move there. Hopefully the queen moves somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna end up having to trade a queen. Okay, so now it's just a one-on-one. So as long as I don't... He'll do something dumb before I do something dumb. In theory. Just like that. Okay. Whew, that was a rough one. There was a lot of losses there, but we came out on top. Capturing with a promoted piece makes it permanent. I don't want that. I don't really care. But yeah, I need to get my pawns back. I may have screwed up pretty bad here, I'm not gonna lie. What do you do again? Placing a piece from stock to board during a game turns this piece into a queen. So I just can't place pieces on the board, so I'm gonna have to figure this out with one queen. There's no pieces here that are, I guess I can move here. That king is free to take. So if I take that king, he is almost 100% going to promote. And there's not much else I can do. Okay, I'll at least get another free king out of it. Okay. Can't take that rook. I kind of want to stay in line with the king. I'm not going to be able to, though. I'm in a very, 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 very rough spot here. Do I just drop a piece? Get the promote? No, it's not. It's because I can't promote him into a different piece at this point. Wait, I have an idea though. Is it worth it? Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna place him on a red square, which will promote, but then that allows me to move twice and get a free queen. And then I can do that same sort of idea again. Well, hang on. I'm not in a good spot for it. I can wait until I'm in a good position to be able to do that same gambit again. No, still not. Still not a great spot. I think at this point I just gotta wait for Crumble to do most of the work. Okay, let's drop a piece just for assurance. Okay, I kind of forgot about that. Let's drop another one just for assurance. I don't know why I got a skip turn there. Okay, he only has three. He has 3 spots. I have a lot more than 3 spots. So statistically speaking, I should win this. Okay, he's only got 1 spot left to go. We'll see if he actually finds it. Okay, he's dead. That was close. That was a lot closer than I had any really right to be. But I think, yep, we're going in the final boss fight now. Okay. I think I just want to load up on pawns. I'm also going to get this gambit. Your pieces can move over holes. Worst case scenario, I could do what I did last round, and I could just wait till it starts crumbling, and then I can just wait for everything to die. It's a lame way to win. I will admit it's a lame way to win. But I don't care. I just want to win. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the boss that shuffles all your pieces. So, since I'm only using pawns, this is the boss that doesn't do anything bad to me. I know what all the pieces are. They happen to all be pawns. All right, how do I want to handle this? These rooks are a free cap, so I want to get the free cap on the rooks. I think I'm mostly just going to place all along the bottom line here. Place one there. So I'm going to move this one here, get a free promotion, which will pause. And then I can wait, get another free promotion. I'm just going to use my weights to get all the promos, and then I'm going to decide from there. I do see that I can already capture that other rook, so I'm going to go do that real quick. No. I'm kind of fine with that. I have two moves, so I could go there, and then I could go there, because he captured on a dark piece. That's a free knight. That's free, right? Yep. That's also free. We're looking good so far. Just clean up some of these pawns. If he captures there, I get two free moves, so I can move that there and that there. At this point, I just want to. It's interesting. I get a free extra move, so I'm just gonna go capture his one last pawn, and now we win. That's free. Freest game of my life. What is this? Unlock gambits. What is this? You strain unlocked. Use them to spice up the rules at the start of a run. Oh, so like bonus stuff for like next run to make it harder or something like that. Okay. All right. Well, not bad for the full release. I see that's a lot more fleshed out. It has a lot more gambits and unlocking an actual, like, you know, trajectory of how you're supposed to advance in the game. I will still say the AI is still pretty dumb. I don't know. I didn't read the strains. Maybe there's so yes, I can go up in difficulty. So I assume that the AI is actually going to start getting good at later difficulties. Maybe not. Maybe there's just other challenges. You know what? Let's look at what the challenges are for this next one. Price increased. Waiting costs $1. That's pretty rough. The stock has 5 room instead of 8. Interest is now 1 for every 15. That's rough because it used to be 1 for every 10. At the start of a run, you can choose one of your starting pieces. Oh, okay, so that makes things easier. And I assume that's the same for all of them. They make it a little bit difficult, and then you get one that makes it easier. Okay, so it might make some of your strategies harder, and it makes the economy harder, but it's not like necessarily making the AI smarter, at least for this level. Maybe later levels will make the AI smarter, but I don't know. I guess if you want me to come try out some of these challenges and stuff like that, just let me know, and maybe I'll come back to this game. Thank you very much for watching.